Hi everyone, you are welcome. My name is Agnes. In today's tutorial I will show you how I made this bralette. I've not made a bralette in a long time and I thought it was high time to make one. So we are going to get straight into the tutorial where I show you how you can make one for yourself. It's quite simple and very quick to make. So these are the materials that you will need. Scissors, you need a tape measure, you need a hook. For this tutorial I'm using a 4.0 millimeter hook because I am using chunky yarn. For the yarn, this is Miller. It is a size 3 yarn, however I will be doubling my strand. I used about 2 skeins of this, 2.5 skeins of this, and it recommends 3.5 to 4.5, but since I'm doubling my strands, I'll be using a 4.0 millimeter hook for tight stitches. All right, so if you have chunky yarn, you can use that too. So these are the measurements for your foundation chain. And like I said, I wanted my bralette, I like it thick because I'm not wearing a bra under it, so I want it thick and steady. So that's why I'm using 2 strands, or you can use chunky yarn if you have chunky yarn. So foundation chain, I'm making a size small. I am going to make 12 chains. Okay, I'll make 12 chains, and once I have my 12 chains, then we are going to begin on row 1. First, let me measure this for you for reference. This is about 3.5 inches long. Okay, so my 12 chains are about 3.5 inches long. I will yarn over and then I'll skip the first 2 chains, and into the 3rd chain I'll work a double crochet. So we are going to be working this top using double crochets. This is a bra cup that we are working on. So I'll go into the next stitch and make my 2nd double crochet. My first chain doesn't count as a double crochet, so this is my 3rd double crochet, and I'll go all the way to the end. In the end, I'll have a total of 10 double crochets. All right, so I'll see you at the end. So I'm coming to the end, and this is my 10th double crochet. So this is how my first row looks like, and we're going to work on row 2. So you're going to chain 2 and you're going to yarn over, and we are going to be working in these spaces in between. That's what I wanted. So you can work at the top, but I will be working in between the spaces. So I'll go in with my first double crochet. In between the next 2 stitches, I'll make my 2nd double crochet, and you're going to work in between every 2 stitches until you get to the top. So I'm coming to the end. This is my 9th stitch, and for my 10th stitch is going to go in between here. So I have 10 double crochets, all right, on both rows. So now we want to make the curve. So we are going to be working round. So I'll go in that same space, I'll make another double crochet, so that's 11th, right? Then I'm going to chain 2, and in that very same space I'm going to make 2 more double crochets. So 1 and 2. So that is 2, and then since I have 11 on one side, now I'll go down. I already have 2 with 9, so that is 3, 4. I'm working in between the stitches. 5, 6, 7, all the way down. So this is going to be my last one. Okay, so let's see. This is how it looks like. So let's count them and see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then a chain 2. Okay, let's see on the other side. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So now for the next round we are going to chain 2, turn our work, and we are going to work double crochets in between. So that will be 1 2 3 and all the way to the top. So I'm at the top. I have 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and now I work 2 in this space. So 11 and 12. So as you can see on this side, I only added 1. It was 11 on the previous row, now it's 12. So chain 2, and then I'm going to do 2 in here, and on this side it's going to be a little bit more, so I'm going to work in every between all the way down. So once I get down like this I will work an extra one in between this chain and this double crochet just to make it straight at the bottom, and you will realize that this is more. 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 and 13. Okay, so but on the next row it will even out. So this side is 12 and this side is 13. On the next row it will even out, so it will be like that. One row will be more, then the next row it evens out. So we chain 2, turn our work, and we are going to work double crochets in between, and basically you're just going to repeat this. Once you get to the top, it's 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and go all the way down, working in between, and keep going until you have enough coverage for your boob. I keep putting on my boob just to see if I have enough coverage, and I wanted like really good coverage. Sometimes you want to show some side boob, but I really wanted like this to cover my boob, and I had 7 rows on each side. Okay, so if you're working an extra small, you could do 6 rows, and if you're working a medium, you could do 8 rows. I think each row of mine is about 0.5 inches. That's like half an inch for each row, so you can add like half an inch for every other size. So I have 4 inches from the middle to the side and 4 inches from the middle to the side, so which means all of it is 8 inches at the bottom. Okay, and for the height I have about 7 inches from bottom to the top. Okay, this is for reference, so you can always put it on your boob and see how much coverage you want. Some people like to show the side boob, and yeah. Okay, so I wanted more coverage in this way. So you'll make another one, same, and once you have 2 of these, then we will join them. All right, so these are my 2 cups, and I did not cut off the yarn on that second one, and now we are going to join the 2 with single crochets all around at the bottom. Okay, so I am going to work single crochets at this bottom here just to even it out. So I already chained a 1, so you will chain a 1, and we're going to be working 2 single crochets in every like row or stitch, because these are previous rows. When they're vertical they are different. Okay, so 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochets, then I go to the next stitch here, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, and then to the next one I work 2 single crochets, and I will do this all the way until the end of the cup, and I'll meet you there. So someone on Instagram asked me why I use 2 strands and not just one big strand, you know, like chunky, and it's simply because I wanted this top in yellow and I didn't have chunky yarn in yellow, so yeah, I used 2 strands to create chunky yarn. You know, I think I love it when it's chunky with, if you know, if some of us who cannot do with bras, people who have had kids and all, you need it steady, so makes it steady. All right, so 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 1 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 sin I went all the way to the end, and I will put my last one here, and just to make it steady here, I'll put one here, and then we are going to get to the other bra cup. So what I will do is make one chain in between. You can also do without a chain, but I will make a chain here. We're going to join it. So you could join it without a chain like this, but I will make one chain. And then I will place my hook in here and then make a single crochet. And now, since I made a single crochet there, I'll make only one here and then begin again. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and you repeat this until you get to the end. All right, all the way here. Okay, so this is what I have bra cups joined, and now I want to put the mesh part, but I want to extend it a little bit. So we are going to take a tape measure, wrap it around below your boobs, and see how many inches you have around there. All round, mine is 28 inches. Okay, so I will take away 8 inches. This is for the stretch, because once you put the top on and then you tie the strands, everything, you know, comes together. So I took away 8 inches. Now I have 20 inches, right? So from those 20 inches, if I measure my bra cups at the bottom, I have, let's see, I have about, what's this, 15 inches, which means I only remain with 5 inches to get to 20, and I will divide that into 2 because I'm doing 2 sides. That means each side I will add 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches on this side, 2.5 inches on the other side. If you want a more open back, then you can take out about 10 inches or maybe 12 inches. All right, mine was like, you know, more of closed. So I'm going to chain until I have 2.5 inches on this side. How many chains are those? Is that 10? So 2.5 inches, yes. So I'll chain the same number of chains on the other side. Okay, so I'm just going to, I have 2.5, so I'll cut off excuse me. So I'm going to chain 1, cut off the yarn, and pull tight. Okay, so I'll make the same number of chains on the other side. So I'll come here, this corner here, and reattach my yarn, and then make the same number of chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I'm going to work a mesh part at the bottom, and I'm going to be using trebles, but you can also use double crochets if you prefer. So let's do that. So for the trebles, we are going to chain 3, and then you're going to yarn over twice for the treble, like 1 and then again 2. Okay, so skip the 3 chains, and into the 4th one you are going to make a treble. So 1, 2, skip 3, into the 4th one, make a treble like this, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2, and then chain 2 yarn over twice. Oh, I keep forgetting. It's yarn over twice because it's a treble. And then skip 2 chains and then make a treble. Chain 2, yarn over twice, skip 2, and then a treble. And basically you are going to make this all across, and then I'll see you at the end of this row. Don't forget to yarn over twice if you're making a treble like me. So I'm at the end, okay, and this should be identical. So the number of meshes you have on one side should be identical to the other, and then the last stitch should be a double crochet. All right, so we are going to row 2, and we are going to chain 3, then turn our work. You can work on top of like every other treble, but I wanted them not in line. So we are going to make a treble here. All right, and once we have our treble, then we are going to chain 2 and go straight into this chain space here. So this counts as a stitch, so that's another 2 stitches we skipped. So a treble, and then chain 2, and then make a treble in the next chain space. And we are going to make trebles in every chain space while chaining 2 in between, and we'll do this until the end. So I got to the end, and this is how my row 2 looks like of the mesh. So I will chain 2 and then make a treble on top of this. And then I will chain 3 and start the third row all over again. So I'll make a double crochet, not a double crochet, a treble, sorry, in that chain space, and then go over to the next chain space, make a treble, chain 2, treble, and I'm going to do this until I have enough length before I put the fringe. Okay, just keep going, and I think I'll do 4 rows for me. So this is what I have. I did 4 rows, and I want to do single crochets here and then slip stitches around here, but if I do it from this side, then I'll have to do it on the wrong side, and I don't want that, so I'll just cut off my yarn and reattach it on the other side, so that I'm able to work on the right side. So I'll do single crochets where we have the mesh, and then slip stitches along the cups. You can do any other border that you like along the cups, but I didn't want to make too much, so I opted for slip stitches. So reattach your yarn, and we're going to make single crochets. Excuse me, that's 2, and then at the top of this stitch I will make my third one, and then I will do 2, 1 and 2, and then at the top of the stitch I'll make my third one. and repeat. And at the corner I will add one more stitch in that very same stitch, and then I will do single crochets in every stitch at the top. And then I'll move to the bra cup and I'll make slip stitches in every stitch. I was trying to see if it looks good in the back loop, but no, it doesn't. So slip stitch in every stitch all the way to the top, and once I'm at the top in the chain 2, I will make 2 slip stitches in the chain 2 at the top, and then go all the way down the cup, and then I will see you at the bottom of that cup. Okay, so I'm at the bottom and I will just skip over to this side. Okay, so just skip from one side to the other without working in the middle one, and I will continue to slip stitch in every stitch all the way to the top. Once at the top, then I will do the 2 chains, 2 slip stitches in the chain, and I'll come down with single crochets again like I did to the other side. Alright, so I'm done with my single crochets and slip stitches, and now I want to put the straps at the top. So for the straps, I wanted them to be thick, but you may not prefer thick ones, so I used 4 strands for the straps. If you don't like that kind of thickness, then you can use 2 strands, or you can do like a chain and then come down with a single crochet. Do the strap of your choice. Okay, this was like fast and easy for me, so this is what I'm doing. And make sure it's long enough to go around your back and do the crisscross, like the shoelace thingy at the back. Okay, so this is for stability, and then I'm just going to make a very long chain. So make a long chain that goes around your back and does the zigzag thing. Once you're done, you do the other strap too. If I was not lazy, I would do the chain and then the single crochet downwards, but I'm lazy for that, so I do the first one. All right, so I'll see you when I have 2 of these so that we can do the fringe. Okay, so I have my 2. They are long enough and they are thick. So I'm going to show you how I do the fringe. I already did some of this, but it's time to show you. Okay, so I'm doing them like in every mesh part. So yeah, get something that you can wrap your yarn over. Mine, I have this little box. I didn't want my fringe so long, so I wanted something short. So just wrap around so many times. Wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap around. And once I have wrapped enough, then just you're going to get your scissors, sharp scissors, and then cut through the middle here. And once I did that, then I was using 6 strands for this. So I picked out 6 strands, and that will make my fringe. So I put them in half like this on my finger, like this, and then I put my hook through, pull through with my hook, and then pull the whole fringe through that loop like this. I show you again. I don't know how to explain it, but I think you can see it. 6 strands, wrap around my finger like that, then pull through like this, and then pull. Third time is a charm. 6, pull through, and then pull through all. All right, so do that until you're done. And yeah, once I was done, I cut my fringe to level it up. And yeah, so you do the same, and that's our top. So for the back, like I said, I do the shoelace thingy like this. Okay, and yeah, so basically zigzag, you can do the way you like to do it. This is the easiest way for me to do it. I don't know how other people do it. But yeah, so that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Share this video to your friends and groups, and if you recreate this top, please tag me and mention me on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, so that I can be able to see what you recreated. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.